What's going on, everybody? Waldo here, Face4Wrestling. And over the past few days, you've seen me post videos of me mechanicking. And I kind of wanted to make a log form of what exactly is going on, so that way you're not thinking that we're changing from wrestling to full-time mechanic. Mechanic is just part-time of what we do here at Face4Wrestling to make sure that we can support everything going on in the Grand Republic of Texas with independent wrestling. Let me show you.
Now, it may not seem like it, but this 2012 GMC Sierra 1500 right here is what carries all the heavy equipment from Face4Wrestling headquarters in Central Texas to locations like San Antonio, Houston, Austin, whatever the case may be. So we have to make sure that this truck right here is in top shape, along with all the other vehicles that are involved with Face4Wrestling. Now, I hope it's no secret that these are not my vehicles. These belong to my dad. And in order for me to be able to use this garage and the wonderful wisdom that is St. Billy, patron saint of mechanics, all praise Billy, I have to be able to help him out sometimes in doing some task around the place. For instance, I have to make sure that the garage is clean. In order for me to use it, I have to put everything back the way I found it. That's just common courtesy. And I get to work on something like this, and that thing. Because zero-turn mowers are witchcraft to me. And because we do travel all across Texas and put a lot of mileage on our vehicles, you'll see some content from time to time that goes over how to repair vehicles from the usage that we give them when we go to these different shows and support independent wrestling across Texas, such as this one that you see here. So it may seem like that we post videos every now and then of just random stuff, but it's actually not, and useful information for those at home that want to be able to support the same independent wrestling that we love and enjoy here at Face4Wrestling. But it was also seen by GM themselves, which means that I am the king of the rednecks. And if you haven't noticed just yet, Face4Wrestling is at 3 different locations across the state of Texas. And that's for us to be able to help out in independent wrestling and provide services that otherwise wouldn't be readily available to independent wrestling organizations, such as audiovisual production. And as you can see here, this is just one of 3 locations that I have all the AV equipment set up at. The other location, you see us from time to time doing our other Face4Wrestling stuff like the starter reviews and everything in the main office. But where's our 3rd location? Well, I'm glad you asked. Simply put, our 3rd location is anywhere you want it to be. And that's where the box comes into play at, because at Face4Wrestling, we've created a mobile audio-visual live production box to be able to give you the best quality of matches that independent wrestling in the state of Texas can bring you. I'm proud to say that here at Face4Wrestling, we've been utilized at many different independent promotions throughout the state of Texas, and also from scouts with AEW and WWE to help them facilitate AV at their seminars, scouting events, whatever the case may be. And just as an example of some of the videos that we produce, you can see here that we have Jesse Funaki versus Don Juan at the Hybrid School of Wrestling, and Pac Ortega versus Houston Hendricks at United 210. You can check them out at united210.com. And I do want to point out, too, that none of this would be possible without the great help of those that support Face4Wrestling. Basically, Face4Wrestling adjunct faculty. And leading the charge on this are Mrs. Kate and Bucky from the Hybrid School of Wrestling, who provide excellent camera work for Face4Wrestling. And they have been with us for about 6 months now. Can't thank them enough. Also, Mike Wilkes, who fills in for commentary, interviewing, and whatever the case may be. So whether you're needing audio visual for an entire show, commentary, interviewing, post-production commentary, or post-production anything for your independent wrestling promotion, or interviews, or on-site location segments that you want to cut for your promotion or for scouting purposes, contact Face4Wrestling and let us know. Get that same quality of production that we provided at United 210 that made Gabe Sapolsky himself go on the social media and brag about the show and Face4Wrestling's production. And I promise you that between myself, Matt, with his creativity and expertise and organization, along with Dr. The Wife, who has had plenty of experience with commentating, interviewing, and show producing behind the scenes, not only for audiovisual, but run sheets and making sure that the show runs smoothly, we can help you in any facet that you need to be helped. Take care out there, and don't forget to check out the Face4Wrestling site, along with all the other social medias that we have available to you on the Twatter, the Graham Cracker, and all that other great stuff. And don't forget, everyone is different and everyone is good.